If you take the experience you have as a road user driving down the road, that you're interacting with all those different asset types. So the carriageway condition is one factor, but the experience of the traffic signals, the road markings, the signposts, etc., all provide that experience to a road user. The main challenges our customers are facing are around deteriorating assets. So we've got an ageing road network that's deteriorating fast. We've got that aligned with budgetary pressures as well, so not enough funding to cover the rate of deterioration. Also in the background, local authorities are looking to achieve their net zero targets, and so are looking at ways to do their operations sustainably. And also alongside all of that are customer expectations. They're a lot higher nowadays. Everyone's expecting the experience that you get from buying something online from a retailer, etc. And that's a massive challenge for local authorities to step up to at the moment. Along a highway, if a gully's blocked and there's a severe downpour which causes localised flooding, that coupled with a cold snap that night could cause the localised flooding to freeze, which then exacerbates the deterioration of the road network. So that's a key example of how a drainage asset, a gully, can affect the condition of the highway. Having all your assets in one place can enable you to make smarter decisions. So take the example of trees along the highway, for example, where different species of trees will drop their leaves at different times throughout the year. And if you therefore know what trees you have, what species of trees they are, you can then start to plan around street cleansing routines in that area, unblocking drains in those areas where trees shed their leaves at certain times, which ultimately will reduce the impact experienced by citizens in terms of block gullies and localised flooding, etc. Planning in works, for example, on the highway, allows you to take into account all other asset types within that area. So take the example of a street light. If you can see that there's street lights along the stretch of road you're looking to resurface, you can ensure that the contractor, the work team that's out there is aware of that, to make sure that you don't cut through any cables by accident and damage street lights. Ultimately, the goal is to be able to maintain an asset without having a knock-on effect on another asset, which ultimately can lead to citizen disruption, which means that they get frustrated and perceive a poor service from their local authority. Having a detailed asset register of all your assets enables you to make those smarter decisions. Let's take a councillor perspective. So, a highways manager who's having regular meetings with local councillors to discuss issues in their areas. Having all the assets in one location allows the highways manager to really show in one system what's happening in the area, what they do, the highways manager doing to those assets, the reasons why, the associated costs, so that the councillors can then work with the highway manager to make more informed decisions, which ultimately benefit the residents or constituents of that local councillor.